Lewis.
So this poem is called "The Price of Migration Equals Slave Labor." And it's a certain style of poem that I alluded to. I think it's a, I don't know if it's a rondelet or pantoum. However, cotton picking days ain't over. Madam list grow, glow, and grow. Light housekeeping, walk dog, let baby be first priority. Madam lists grow, glow, grow. Island woman, warm spirit vex. Let baby be first priority. US dollar controls Manhattan East. Island woman, warm spirit vex. Scoop shipped from shitty sidewalk. US dollar controls Manhattan East. Unlike Tobago's tobacco, sunny soil. Scoop shit from shitty sidewalk, Times classify ad, never spell this. Unlike Tobago's tobacco, sunny soil. Work never been this hard. Times classify ad, never spell this. Price of migration means, yes ma'am. Work never been this hard. Baby, unrelated burden, pushed along avenue dank. Price of migration means, yes ma'am. Light housekeeping, walk dog, baby, unrelated burden, pushed along dank avenue. Cotton picking days ain't over. This next piece of, well, it's not my work. It's a work in progress. I hate to say it's a work in progress. But it's not my work in so much as it's a list that one of my sister friends went on an interview late last year. And I found it to be, listen, poetry is charged language and it's very interesting, it's very complex. And this is the interview list that she got in 2011, just before summer. And I will add my 2 cents. My 2 cents to this poem is that the 4 children didn't even mention yet. So I want you to conjure up in your mind this list, and this list is factual. And so members of domestic workers decided to make a play, to do a play out of this list. But it's real. So the poem is 20, the interview, and I call it the list. Each week, beds are to be made and blinds in the bedroom opened each morning. Each evening, blinds in the bedrooms are to be closed. And my 2 cents is, and the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Before you go down for the night, please be sure the kitchen and eating areas are cleaned, dishes cleaned, and kitchen floor mopped. The bathrooms should be cleaned 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My 2 cents again. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Sheets on all upstairs bedrooms should be changed and washed 1 time a week unless otherwise needed sooner. If they're a guest on a weekend, on Mondays, the room they were in should be cleaned and sheets washed. Shower towels and hand towels should be changed and washed 2 times per week. My 2 cents again. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. But wait a minute. This poem could be interactive, you know. You could help me after every 2 lines, or you could say 2. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Let us go again. Say it with me. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Okay, I will give all you the cue. The rooms should be fully dusted and vacuumed 1 to 2 times a week. I never thought of the baseboard, but the baseboard also has to be cleaned around the lights and the ceiling moldings, and under the beds and in the corners. Ceiling fans in the bedroom should be cleaned once a week or more if you notice that they are dusty. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Hello, somebody. The kitchen should be kept clean, but 1 to 2 times a week should be thoroughly cleansed. The oven should be cleaned once a week and the stove top as needed. The fridge upstairs and downstairs should be cleaned out once a week. Rotten food thrown out and shelves and drawers wiped out. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Before the end of the week, all the laundry should be done and left in the bedrooms before you leave for the weekend or before the anticipated day off. Anything else around the house that you notice needs straightening or cleaning, please take it upon yourself to do it. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. Put a little sass in it. And the 4 children ain't even mentioned yet. By the way, this is for $400 living position. Aha. And I'll do my, we alluded to the Aesop fable, so I will go with the agouti and the ant. And for you, those of you who don't know about the agouti is a very tropical reptile. It's also a savory dish. People hunt for, as a form of food. So this is my little Aesop fable. We alluded to the Aesop fable, so I'll just make a little slant. Once an agouti was on the prowl, trying to terrorize and destroy every ant he saw. By the way, the agouti was fair game for the villagers who hunted agouti for food. Suddenly the queen ant, she was terrified. And she said to the agouti, if you would just for once stop bothering us, perhaps one day we would be able to return a favor. Mind you, it was the Easter weekend. And the human folks were hunting for agouti left, right, and center